renounce my wish!
Oh my god, Hamilton ass ending, bruh.
I renounce my wish!
I am Diana of THEMYSCIRA.
You will board my ship,
and you will journey to different.
You are still no match for me.
Are you sure about that?
My man wished to be the Dreamstone.
Bro wished to be a genie.
World peace? How about world harm? Hey, what's up guys? Today we are back continuing our marathon of DCEU movies, and tonight we're actually doing our first double feature, and we'll be doing the Wonder Woman movies! And I am joined, of course, by my own wondrous woman.
Hi.
Malik is away trying to find El Dorado, so unfortunately he's not here, but he'll be back next week. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. We got a lot of movies to cover. Or, we got a lot of movie to cover. Given that Kattia is very wonderful and beautiful and pretty and smart, and Wonder Woman is her favorite character, she has the honor of pressing play.
Yay.
It didn't do anything.
It did.
Oh, okay.
It did. Okay, we're good.
Just a shield then. No sharp edges.
Oh.
Her little accent.
I really want you to read Wonder Woman Hysteria. It's all about Hippolyta and how they founded the Amazons.
What do you feel about the animation here?
I mean, like, that definitely looks like it's emulating Renaissance style painting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a painting,
Yeah.
like a moving painting.
And I guess, so, and also doing that, knowing who ends up playing Ares later on, I think it helps to mask the casting. This, I'm now that I'm thinking about it, this is probably one of my most rewatched of the DCEU slate, because I think it balances that tone and seriousness from the Zack Snyder side, but then it introduces its own sort of heart for Wonder Woman.
I love the subtlety of like the negative spacing to make the eagle.
Yeah.
And how that, like, obviously we recognize that in the original costume.
Like, similarly in Man of Steel, how they take Superman's suit and then they create a whole society. I see that same kind of thing going on here. Like, a lot of natural looking materials. Like, this looks like, I don't know, some kind of skin.
Alligator
Alligator or something with fur. But then you get, like, hints of gold and whatnot with very, like Art Deco style designs. You know, it's interesting that they never get to it. But with what happens right here,
A battle will never be fair.
Wonder Woman's gauntlets aren't there to, like, channel her power. They're actually there to hold her back. Like, as a creation of Zeus, she is so powerful that, you know, as a baby, they had to clamp her and hold her back. I've always loved the social commentary just within that part of her power set, but it's weird to me that we never see it. Unless if they were trying to save it for, like, number 3. Or in one of the Justice League movies. Fuck!
I always think of Little Mermaid. Literally, I expect her to sing right now.
Oh, it's fair when you're the fairest.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I ever told you this, but did you know that Patty Jenkins was gonna direct a Thor movie? Like the first Thor movie. As a kid, I kind of assumed all the Amazons were, like, at least half as powerful as Diana.
Yeah.
Not the case.
I think about that all the time. Like, I want to find a situation where I can do something like that.
We get in a bar fight.
I am a spy!
I love that. I love that. He really plays that effect well.
Okay, so these two characters, I
Interesting.
wasn't too, like, fond of when I realized they were just there to, like, red herring characters, but it's like they seemed like interesting characters.
I agree. I'll say that the plot twist did work for me, and especially because that actor was really unassuming and very
Dorky.
a little dorky. I thought of that one character.
Nigel Thornberry.
I did wish that there were more, kind of like in Man of Steel, how there's a ton of flashbacks into Clark's younger life where he's realizing he has powers.
Yeah.
I wish there was a little bit more of that. I love me a non-linear story. When I saw this in the theaters, I thought this scene was way too fucking dark.
And I watched it at Brendan, which the outside is such a vibe.
It does look like the typical California theater. I would go there more if the popcorn wasn't shit, The seats weren't filthy. The workers weren't kind of mean.
There was a guy that took me on a date and he goes, do you want to go to into Brendan Theater? I was like, yeah, for sure. Because the date was already kind of awkward. And I was like, okay, let's just drown this out with a movie, you know? Didn't take me to a movie. He took me into that shitty little arcade.
No.
We didn't play anything. We were just looking at the different machines they had. And after a bit of doing that and him trying to small talk of like talking about these arcade games, I was like, hey, I gotta get home. For my back tattoo, it was either the sword or the shield.
I would have went sword.
The shield I have on my back, so the shield she has here with the Sacred Heart in the middle. And I figured I want to get tattoos that like frame me nicely. That, and then I was thinking like the sword on my thigh. Maybe, I don't know.
I just think the sword on the back would be like a dope reference to the actual movie.
Yeah, I thought about that too. And then the sword would have been cool here, but I already have a sternum tattoo.
My mother sculpted me from clay and I was brought to life by Zeus.
Well, that's neat.
Me when people like trauma dump on me and I'm like, word?
I always loved the fan theory that whatever they were cooking up in that lab would go on to become a venom. Not venom, but like...
Oh, got it.
The stuff that Bane...
Yeah.
With the ballpoint pin 'em, gun cock, bump stock, double lock, buckshot.
Welcome to jolly old London.
It's hideous.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
All the color and like vibrancy of THEMYSCIRA to this.
Thank God, you're not dead.
I love her character.
Although I am not opposed to engaging in a bit of fisticuffs should the occasion arise.
I love her.
Yeah. You got it.
Where'd I put that thing?
Is there a villain named Cyanide? It's a beautiful name for a baby girl.
Cyanide, yeah. Cyanide and gonorrhea.
And malaria.
Cyanide, malaria, gonorrhea, and...
Felony.
Chlamydia. And felony. Those are our daughters.
Arson for a boy.
That's tough. Felony really would be a beautiful name if it didn't mean what it meant.
What do you think?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You should be very proud.
That's how she reacts to vanilla?
Wait till you find out about chocolate. Damn, that sounded crazy.
Easy white chocolate.
On every rewatch, though, since the first time watching it, I do think about, like, she had no evidence that this guy was Ares, other than the fact that he was a war general.
This is no man's land, Diana. It means no man can cross it, all right? This battalion is...
I will say this is one of the most iconic comic book scenes. I know this was in the trailer, so what was your initial reaction to either seeing it in the...
In the trailer, did she say, I am no man? Or, like, she said something like that? Because I have this Mandela effect thing.
I think you're right.
Diana!
My mom was so hyped.
I was like a World War I, World War II nut in school, so...
Really?
Well, mainly World War II because of how impactful it was across the Pacific. You're all about to get bodied by some 90-pound girl.
Ah! Dude, sick.
Hard as hell.
I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow, dude. Tough.
It's over, bro. So the action in this movie, I feel like it's great. It's choreographed well. It's shot well. It looks good even when they have to like hand it off to CGI.
Yeah.
But coming from Zack Snyder films, I just wish there was more action is the thing.
Yeah.
And like with the way that Wonder Woman was handled in those movies, I feel like they would have gave us 10-minute action scenes if they could have.
Diana! Shield!
I thought that was so cute. Like, he really pays attention, you know?
You gotta speak her language. Fucking Christ. I forgot. There was no plan, just destroy.
I want a costume. I think that's why I haven't ever dressed up as Wonder Woman.
Because it's gotta be a good costume.
Because it has to be a good costume, one. Two, like, I want a mix of, like, this one and this one. You know?
I think your best bet would be 84. Because it's gonna have the more poppy colors.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna have to wait till James Gunn brings back the star panties.
Maybe not star panties, but, like, maybe, like... boy shorts?
In Creature Commandos, which is the James Gunn made show, Wonder Woman shows up and she has those on. So for continuity,
I gotta see that. Wait, I gotta see it. I want to see it.
She's dead.
Oh.
Do you have dancing on Paradise Island?
I like that little nod.
What?
Him calling it Paradise Island because that's also what they call it in the comic books.
Your head must be empty. He wants my invitation, you idiot.
His accent is so good.
The meme.
Dude,
the meme of that, because, dude.
I still don't understand necessarily how it would work. What was the special thing about the dress that she's wearing?
Linda Carter wears a similar dress. That's the only time in the movie where he takes a hit and actually does something
for real.
with it.
Otherwise, he's just like getting high on his own supply type shit. But then that's what also made me think, like, the first time I saw this, I was like, why would a god need to take that shit? Like, what is it? Prayer?
As magnificent as you are still no match for me.
Are you sure about that?
I am Diana of THEMYSCIRA.
You will board my ship,
And you will journey to different.
Aries or no Aries, it's who they are. No. Diana, we can talk about this later.
I love that that's her reaction.
the library.
Her reaction is kind of like she's refusing to believe that humans are that bad.
Yeah.
That there is no god of war making this stuff happen. That humans are the ones creating this cycle of violence. But her reaction being so emotional to just like, I feel like part of growing up is that like angst and anger at the world for not being different. And also like a little bit of despair thrown in there for good measure.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn. He's over here earthbending.
Like, what are you supposed to do against this shit? Girl, throw in the towel.
The way this would follow me for the rest of the 5,000 years I'm gonna end up living after this.
See, I was a little confused on how it played. You know, she kind of like realizes what he was saying. I thought this was pretty dope.
Very Iron Man.
Like,
but then that right there. Ew! The amount of time she looks up and goes. That was another thing I remember my mom being so hyped about, how that looked.
Like using the lasso to fight. Okay, so this is where I wanted the Zack Snyder isms to really pop out. And I'll say they let me down a little bit.
Cause like
this, I thought this part looked kind of bad.
Oh, absolutely. What I really loved about how BVS looks and Justice League looks, it looks like Injustice, the way they fight in Injustice, like the video game. Because if it's gonna look like CGI, make it look cool.
Right, and I think that's what video games are great at doing, is like modernizing certain ideas and showing you what it could look like. Her hair is crazy right there.
Whoa,
but
it is.
I always loved how Zack Snyder, like, he does emulate a lot of action scenes from anime. So they have like just like a very distinct rhythm and they're shot a certain way. No diss to Patty Jenkins. I think she did a great job with this one, but you know, we're talking about fighting a god right here.
I could save today. You could save the world.
That's a great line. See, but like, how does she really know that's what he said? Such a dope shot. This is like my favorite Wonder Woman shot ever.
Goodbye, brother.
Me if I had a brother. Fuck that guy. He was a weirdo, right?
Weird.
One of DC's hard-ass final shots.
Dude, for real. I'm gonna walk down the aisle to that.
I wish.
Okay.
Your final thoughts.
I will be very honest. I love Wonder Woman. And I used to love these movies. But I can't watch them the same.
Go into that.
The emotional connection that I used to have to this Wonder Woman isn't there anymore because of things in real life that are happening.
You know, it doesn't help that the studio itself, like, they sold us out as fans. Everybody who did enjoy Man of Steel, who did enjoy BVS.
I love the costume design. I love how THEMYSCIRA looks. I love that part. But having the blinder off of like, I love Wonder Woman. Her character's inconsistent to me.
It at least makes an effort to try to bridge the gap between whatever Zack was doing and
absolutely.
Creating its own thing, having its own heart. Doesn't feel too far off from what we saw previously.
And yeah, I think what you mentioned of like, if she had more backstory of like how she grew up.
Flashbacks or something.
Flashbacks.
Because it's weird, like, how does she understand her powers.
But at the same time doesn't.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I never once bought it that she would be discovering her powers along this journey. Especially if you're gonna try to fight Ares, like...
Again, the naivety was just like inconsistent. Sometimes she was really wise, and then sometimes she was really like, how do you get in this revolving door? Like,
I mean, to me, the only thing, that I would really want to change is just a little bit more action. I'm a fiend for it.
a little bit more action, not so many slow-mos.
It's about like the rhythm of how it like goes from fast to slow.
Yeah.
You know, not just cutting to the slow-mo shot. So it is almost like it's trying too hard to emulate that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And then I started noticing a bunch of stuff I didn't have the blinder for or filter for before. And so then I just ended up noticing how many times she like
looks determined at camera.
She does that a lot.
When you see our beautiful two faces next time, we're gonna be watching the second one, but we'll be right back. Malik will probably still be hunting for El Dorado, so.
We go, whoa.
So we had to take a little bit of a break in between the movies, but now we're gonna watch Wonder Woman 2, or Wonder Woman 1984. Streets are saying, Blaze doesn't have any Wonder Woman merch, so he has to wear his girl's fit. And yeah, what? I look cute. Wonder Woman is known in the comics for killing Maxwell Lord. He's actually a telepath. There's actually one point where he mind controls Superman, and he's forcing Superman to kill Wonder Woman. And the only way out, she has to kill him. It is pretty dope seeing the THEMYSCIRA's version of like the Olympics.
Yeah. Does it say something that I don't think she cheated?
That's a little cheating, dude.
She's using...
Oh, it's like aqueducts, huh?
Dude, and they're using whole ass horses. She found a way to like bypass it.
It is definitely part of the overall message in this movie. Like trying to at least thematically relate that back to Diana getting this wish of getting Steve Trevor back and saying she cheated. It's like, what's kind of different?
Yeah.
And then I don't think it's the strongest analogy personally. This intro is fucking amazing.
But I do really like the look of the movie and how her suit is more vibrant because it makes sense for this setting.
There's something about it too. Maybe it's just the period, but it really does remind me of the Richard Donner Superman movie. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Dude, okay, I'm sorry. If you're a criminal, this is the dumbest thing you can fucking do. Yeah, that's an intro shot right there. I appreciate Patty Jenkins for, if she's gonna do period piece Wonder Woman movies, it's almost like she's gonna try to make movies of that era, or movies that feel like they're of that time. So to me, what's impressive is reinventing your entire approach to the movie and thus the character by having like an entirely different style movie.
Aww.
Oh, was that?
That was Homegirl!
Etta? I know we glaze Hans Zimmer all the time, but this man really knows, to me, how to create the sound of flight. He did it in Man of Steel. He's done it in Interstellar. He already created a really cool Wonder Woman theme. I would say that's more of like a Wonder Woman motif, like a battle motif, right? But my favorite track off the soundtrack, I think it's called Fireworks. That track just, to me, sounds like flying. Like soaring over California type shit. Kristen Wiig gives this movie just a little bit too much SNL energy for me.
Yeah. Her development does make sense though.
Yeah, that's true.
Of like wanting to be noticed so badly and then befriending a woman who doesn't want to be noticed but is so gorgeous and beautiful that she's always noticed.
I feel like that's like the effect of confidence. You know, oh.
I'm so sorry.
Not forgiven. Guards!
Take her away!
Off with her head. Guards, give her head.
Guards, don't do that.
Guards, stay the fuck away from me. What is she from?
She plays like...
Wait, is she in the Sonic
things.
movies?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Dude, I'm about to do the Sonic movies on this channel. Oh shit!
No.
I don't know, this is a silly ass plot device to me. Okay, so the Dreamstone allows the wielder to see dreams and bring them into reality along with reshaping reality itself. Okay, you could have went crazy with something like that, dude. You know what Kristen Wiig is giving in this movie? Jamie Foxx's Electro to me.
It's not birthday. Now it's time for me to light my candles.
At one point, Max Lord, who had the ability to take from those whose wishes he granted, gave Barbara superhuman and cheetah-like attributes because she was bullied and mistreated for years, which led to her to want to become an apex predator. Dr. Barbara Minerva, a British archaeologist, was empowered by the plant god Urs Kartaga, giving her the ability to turn into a cheetah woman.
I like
that kind of follows. I mean,
I like that a little bit more, where like if Diana hadn't saved her the night before and she unfortunately did get assaulted, that's what motivates her to want to be strong like Diana.
I think if you did that though, you would have to give that character a redemptive arc, because we wouldn't want to say that, you know, people who get assaulted are the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know? Something about Maxwell Lord's theme, like his musical theme, reminds me of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Damn, I'm good.
Good night.
I wish we had more time.
Yeah, this was confusing
This
at
is
first.
super weird. I don't know why they did it this way. I could have done without Steve Trevor in this one. I don't know, just like unnecessary.
And I love how now it's switched. She was in a world that she didn't know how to like maneuver all that well. And now he's in the 80s and he's like,
What's all this shit?
what's all this shit?
That's weird! Like, you gotta know that's fucked up, right? My man wished to be the Dreamstone.
Bro wished to be a genie.
World peace? How about world harm?
I'm sorry, I should have done this before, but I was scared. Nothing is, I'm not scared anymore. Your line is, I'm starting to.
I'm starting to.
Not like fucking Batman.
Oh, how should I say?
Just like in a romantic way.
Well, I just don't know how I'm supposed to work under these conditions with a director who doesn't know what they fucking want. Okay, crew's over here fucking around. You got Katie from catering over here. She's taking selfies with I don't even know who the fuck that is. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What? Okay, what the fuck made him want to be the thing that grants the wishes, though?
It make no sense, it make no sense.
To be liked by people. If he could get people what they want, he'll be liked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Normally in business, you have to be liked by people in order to achieve the things
His
that you want.
love language is
Acts of service.
acts of service and gift giving.
He's been getting cucked out the entire career, bro.
That's something Harry Styles would wear now.
Have you seen these shoes?
Let's keep the shoes.
Let's keep the shoe. Yes.
Let's keep the shoes.
Yes.
Some
Damn
Nike
right.
Cortezes?
Damn right.
Damn right.
That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
He's really good. He's really good at delivering like a. Yes, when I saw this, I was like, yes, take him. Because he didn't see any of this space travel,
Yeah.
any sort of spaceship.
This would be like if you woke me up in 300 years and you're like, babe, I figured it out. And then like we go into a room and you guys brought back dinosaurs.
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur! Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Honestly, give me the Indiana Jones of Wonder Woman movies, where it's kind of this like global adventure. They're going into like ruined pyramids and shit like that. Like that's kind of what I wanted this one to be. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
My mom already started freaking out at this part. And then Sharon, who's the lady at the front office, I was like, did you watch the Wonder Woman movie? She's like, yes. And I can't believe they did the invisible jet.
I'm
and I
not
was
gonna
like,
lie, I completely forgot about this scene, but I think it is cool that they gave it its own moment.
Like, you gave me the Funko with the invisible jet and it's just clear.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, if I could just have this bitch, like, just floating there.
Suspended in space. Right, like
My
the
niece and
memes.
nephew broke it. They broke the back fin or whatever the fuck.
Lickings for both of them. Bro, me when I gotta pee and we're like still 10 minutes away from the fucking next stop.
Nah, for real? That's you all the time.
I gotta pee right now.
Yeah?
The way you said yeah, I thought we were gonna do a bit right now.
They're already insinuating that she's getting weaker because of this wish.
The main character and the villain rarely have time together. There's not really much of a discussion as far as their like ideals or philosophies. With the first one, I give it the pass because he was there all along kind of shit.
Yeah.
But then in this one, I'm like, to me, it just doesn't feel like much of a conflict if the only time they're coming to conflict is at the beginning of it and at the end of it, you know? That is a wild-ass Fortnite-ass play. Spider-Man watching this like, you fucking stealing my whole shit. Bro, that's crazy!
Those
Look
are
at fake-ass
dolls.
babies.
In some previously unknown dead city near Sybil Shaltoon.
The Mayans.
Yeah.
Somehow the Mayans returned.
Like at this point, I don't know like what's his end goal.
Exactly. The way that the Dreamstone works, it's very much a commentary on greed in that it's this insatiable hunger. Like it can never be fulfilled. But that is the cautionary tale that comes along with a lot of these like genie type stories, I feel like.
I want to share my blessing with you. The power of positive thinking.
This is crazy. No, don't touch his grubby little hands. Ah!
Oh my.
It's like,
why did he make that sound? It's really dope seeing her save people in between the fight.
yeah.
Like, I feel like Batman would remember this shit happening.
He'd be a kid though.
Definitely. But still, like, remember that one time in Washington when everyone went nuts? This scene is sad.
It is.
I think the whole movie I was honestly like, okay, when is the rug gonna get pulled out from under her and it's not really Steve?
Yeah.
But the fact that it truly is the spirit of Steve Trevor.
I remember bawling my eyes out the first time.
Same.
I can't say goodbye. I can't say goodbye.
You don't have to. I'm already gone.
Damn.
Oh. It was killing her, him being there.
That was like Gal's best acting that I've ever seen.
And her immediately healing.
That looks really cool.
That looks so sick.
Honestly, this scene is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, with her being the daughter of Zeus, I have always been of the mindset that she should just be able to fly. Oh, that's so cool.
Bro.
That's so fucking cool, dude.
See, that's what I mean. DC is just like, what if she did this?
What if we just cooked on her real quick? Yeah.
See, like, they didn't have to have a son. The whole renouncing thing, renouncing your wish thing, is unrealistic. And then, yeah, it gives her motivation to, like, you're ruining the world. I have to kill you.
Maxwell Lord is known for doing some heinous shit. So you could push her to that point.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, you just gotta go, bro.
And, like, but she's struggling because she knows her wish is not gonna be there when she gets back.
Ugh. Oh, I forgot we can't see shit during this fight.
Oh, right. This came out
2020?
2020, and Cats came out 2019.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Yeah, this is kind of lazy to me. Because she has to kill her friend, but then she lets the fucking real evil guy live. Whack. You have your main character pinned against a fucking wall, and then your antagonist standing in just like a blue light screaming at the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
I was gonna say the lasso really is the MVP in this movie.
Yeah.
The lasso of truth. Got it.
It is a bold swing to not have your central conflict play out with punches, especially in a movie probably this expensive and big. I don't know. It reminds me of like a TV movie, the way he's just like on a stage, like, ah!
Living it, living it, living it.
Alistair!
What the fuck are you screaming at?
Like, can you see him now?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. How does he hear his dad?
How did he get in the middle of the freeway?
Right. There's so many questions. Why is she still on the ground? How did the light turn orange? Like,
Yeah, I never liked this ending. The ending was just like,
dude, it's just loud music, screaming.
I renounce my wish!
Oh my god, Hamilton ass ending, bruh.
I renounce my wish. I am not throwing away my shut. When I was young, I didn't have a pot to piss in. Diana said stop and I didn't listen.
no!
My greatest fear was that I would be all alone. That's why I'm never gonna mess with the Dreamstone.
Shut up! Stop. No, yeah, I think the renouncing thing is so dumb.
It's so stupid. Where the fuck did you go and come from? Like, Pedro Pascal was playing the fuck out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's just like, it's such a nothing scene. See, this feels like a completely separate movie to me. He's in the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman's in her own fucking like, oh my god.
Because that was a cute moment where he was like, I don't need you to make me proud.
Right.
And just like holds him. I'm like, I love that he's wearing the outfit that she was like, It's cute. And he was like, no. Like the red star on the
her
original tiara. I love that.
Hell yeah!
Because you see the hair, you see the fabulous clothes, you see that, and you think it's her. You think it's Wonder Woman.
That's so great. It's a little gratuitous. It's a gratuitous little cameo.
I'll take it. There are things that I'm like, oh my god, I love. I love the look. I love, again, the flying.
Right.
How the flying looks and how it makes me feel.
I won't call it fully bad. It's not fully bad.
No.
Like, it's better than Suicide Squad, for instance.
Yeah.
But in a weird fucking way, I almost enjoy watching a movie like Suicide Squad more because it's so unserious that I can kind of make fun of it.
It gives off very, like, Bumblebee to Transformers. Like, it's its own thing, but we
Like
know...
soft reboot almost.
Yeah, we know it's there.
For sure, for sure. For the villains that it did tackle, I feel like they were done like half justice. I don't know.
It's a cop-out to give him a son.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the only thing they can do.
Because you can't kill him. You can't have Wonder Woman kill him if he has a kid. Like, that's fucked up.
Exactly.
Making him this Lord of Desire, Lord of Greed, I feel like is just perfectly teeing you up for that one moment from the comic books. And I'm just gonna say it. If Zack had made this shit,
she could have had her like Zod moment of like she doesn't want to kill him because she knows if she kills him, Steve won't be back. Well, that like Zod moment of like, fuck, but I have to for humanity.
And to me at least, it would still make sense. You give him super strength. They can actually fight now.
Yeah.
An actual conflict. The cheetah fight was super anticlimactic to me. I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on. It was just kind of a twirly, whatever the fuck. I enjoy how it mirrors the first movie in as many ways as it can.
Without being cheesy and like repetitive.
Yeah, for sure.
Comment down below which iteration of Wonder Woman is your favorite. It could be the animated, it could be this one, it could be Linda Carter.
So next week we're gonna be watching Suicide Squad. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss that video. But until then, I'm Blaze.
I'm Kattia.
And Pocket Sand.